Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Jerryatrick Show. This is an improv comedy podcast, and I'm your co-host, Emmett.
And I'm your co-host, Seb, here to bring you the wacky adventures of our favorite old geriatrics. Jerry, played by Emmett, and Patrick, played by myself.
These two lively characters have seen it all and subsequently forgotten it all.
From reminiscing about the good old days to navigating the absurdities of the retirement home, Jerry and Patrick keep finding themselves lost in their stories.
Joining them is a cast of ridiculous characters who are brought to life through their stories and our voices.
Whether they're engaging in spicy gossip or attempting to understand the latest technology, there is always a dull moment with these two.
So, with that dull moment in mind, grab your cup of lukewarm tea, sit back, and prepare to be entertained by the comedic brilliance of Jerry and Patrick. Thanks for listening.
Patrick.
What? We're here. Why are we here?
What?
Who?
What? Well, that was, but that's
Jerry.
Jerry. Oh,
We recorded a podcast.
oh,
And my name is
ambush.
Jerryatrick.
Ambush. We're having an ambush.
And together,
Why is that? We are.
We're
We're Jerryatrick.
Jerryatrick.
Welcome to the Jerryatrick Show.
welcome to our show.
We're back
We're
to
back
it.
to it.
We're back.
The staff are back
at the
as
old
well.
record. Oh, there's so many things that have happened.
know.
Oh,
They started giving us
hi.
the pills again. I know you're not taking them, but my memory's been
I know. I mean, they gave us
much clearer. I don't know what pills that they've been giving me. There's a new bottle they have that they've been sneaking pills out of and that they've been giving me. But my memory has increased. Yeah.
Whoa. Wait, memory increase. Wait, speaking of memory, we gotta do the old intro here. We got.
Oh,
my memory's flying
yeah.
here.
I
We're doing
I
good
forget
here.
what I have to do for the
Well,
intro.
that's the
What do we have to do?
Oh, I mean, generally, like an intro would be you saying your name, and I would say my name, right? So
Oh,
my
yeah.
name is Jerry.
And my name is Patrick. And together,
together.
aren't we something together?
I mean, we're Jerry and
Yeah, I
Patrick or
guess,
something.
yeah.
That's kind of
Jerry and together we're Jerry and Patrick.
But Jerry and Patrick. Wait, that sounds like
Yeah.
something.
Oh.
We've said something like that before.
Geriatric, we're Geriatric, Jerry.
The Jerryatrick.
Geriatric.
Oh.
Welcome.
The
Welcome
Jerryatrick.
to the show.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
we have to.
we gotta get some order of business
Did
out
we?
of here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
didn't we had to leave the podcast last time because everybody came back. All the staff came back from their little trip.
Yeah. It was quite the sight to behold. I mean, we heard the noise. We quickly hid all of the detritus and scary, not illegal things in our room,
It's the
and then
fastest we've ever
we
moved.
quickly raced outside. And Patrick, you and I, we left the room at the same
did.
time. We're that similar. I mean, we opened the doors at the same time,
in
hopped out
sync.
of the hallway. We both got scared at Mitch at the same time. He was there.
ran by real
jumped
fast,
a
too.
little bit.
He was running around like we
Real
were.
fast. I mean, he was unhinged. It's like everything was synced up so perfect. It was kind of uncanny. It was weird. We were all synced up so perfectly.
Yeah.
But then we walked out. We walked out and well, I mean, Patrick, do you want to describe to the audience what we saw? What entering the building?
Well, I mean, it was very freaky. The whole staff was walking in a single file line inside the front door, and they had on these white robes. I remember very specifically because they because of those pills, and they walked in with these white robes, and they had the retirement home baseball caps on. You know, the ones that say the retirement home on them.
Very fashionable.
Yeah,
very
they're
fashionable.
excellent. And yeah, they were walking in, and then behind them came the arbiter, and he looked fine. He wasn't wearing any robes or anything. He looked like he was going for a regular day at work, and everybody sat down at the same
He
time.
had a shirt on.
What?
He had a shirt on that said AC/DC on it.
Oh yeah, he did. He had an AC/DC shirt on. He looked like he hadn't washed his hair in a couple days.
But anywho, go on. Sorry, then they came in.
Yeah, well, they all sat down in sync, and then they all just got back to work. It was very strange. Nobody said anything about the mess that was made in the rec room. That wasn't us, by the way. That was
No, that wasn't
who
us.
was that, Jerry?
That was, I believe that had to have been one of the new members. I believe his name is Michelin.
Oh.
Michelin.
Oh!
He's like a circle.
It's like a circle.
Have you seen that circle?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's been rolling around. Yeah, that one, he's a weird one. He was around in the rec room and he was like rolling around causing some ruckus. I left him be. I didn't want to disturb
Jerry,
him.
you might want to take your pills.
Yeah. Why?
I mean, you're seeing a circle roll around the rec room. It was.
I've only. Are you telling me that? Are you doubting my abilities to see and perceive what I see in front of me?
No, but I'm just saying that it's unlikely that there might be a circle rolling around the rec room. You know, Stu or Mitch might be rolling around now, but
No, because Stu and Mitch were outside. Stu and Mitch actually were watching it with
Oh.
me. We both peeked. We all three of us peeked into the room and we saw this. We saw this wheel rolling around and causing a ruckus, and he said his name was Michelin, and he was having a fun time, and so we closed the door, and we just.
Well,
promptly
I don't
left.
like him, and I don't want to run into him. He sounds like an
Okay,
unpleasant
be careful.
circle.
Yeah, you might want to be
Yeah, he
careful
might
with
be a
him.
little
I mean,
overweight.
we'll have to do it. Maybe we'll have to do it. Maybe we'll have to do an introduction with him at
That's
some
something
point.
else.
Maybe he'll come on the podcast.
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
Circles don't have
I don't know.
mouths, so
Well, apparently they do, because he told me his name.
I still think you need to take your pills, Jerry.
Okay, we can agree to disagree.
Okay.
Well, after that, yeah, I mean the rec room, but it was truly, it was very interesting to see how in sync and perfectly every one of them went back to the jobs. They didn't comment on the time being gone. They didn't tell us about their vacation. They didn't tell us anything. They just went right back to it. The arbiter went downstairs. The cooks went back to the cooks. Shrubbery went back to the front
Yep.
desk. It was
Strawberry was
did
what?
Yep. Did you get any response from the 40 or so messages you left to her?
No. I looked out the window and I saw all the letters opened in the dumpster. So, she saw them.
That's a good sign.
I don't know. I might write her a letter. I might write her a letter or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, that's a good sign that she was probably
see.
looking at them and she was, she was appreciating the time and effort. Because you put a lot of time and effort into those letters during that time off. You had a lot of time.
She has been rather stiff since she got back, and she hasn't changed out of that white robe. So, I don't
Do you
know.
feel
It's a
more
little strange
or-
there at the front desk now.
Do you feel
They all
more
turn and speak
or
in
less
unison to
attracted
me.
to her now that she speaks
it's
in
very-
unison with everyone else and wears a white robe and a cap?
I don't know. I guess it is kind of a turn on. You know, I've never had that happen to me in my life, where I've had a whole collective love me at one point.
Really?
You know, Jerry, I could have been a cult leader, but it was against my better judgment. Yeah, it wasn't very there wasn't a whole lot of tax incentives for it at the time, so. It wasn't a very profitable venture like it is nowadays for the kids.
I feel like I remember that there was a pretty big open season of cults being formed and stuff, but they just weren't profitable and they didn't make financial sense from the tax point of view. But then I wasn't it that a few years, maybe a decade later or so, I don't remember. They passed a law that gave cults the ability to have proper tax rules, and so they became profitable. By that time, we decided we didn't want to, and that was interesting times.
It was a very interesting time in the early days, of the cult before they popped the bubble with all that regulation and everything. But it made it into quite a profitable thing. So. If you want a profitable business,
Absolutely.
Kids, go out
I
there
feel
and
like we
start a
might be
cult.
having a little bit of a cult in here in this retirement home with every one of them having them caps and stuff. Everyone wearing the same thing. That's kind of cult-like. But
Yeah, that is kind of cult-like.
Barbara's
Barbara's also kind of got a cult going on with her
you-
whole business and everything. She's
Yeah,
really trying to
golly,
get people roped
golly,
into
you
that.
had to bring it up too. I wasn't gonna. We were trying to avoid it.
Yeah,
And
yeah, well,
Barbara's
well,
butt plugs, but
She stopped by for the 4th time today to
Brenda stopped
talk to
by
me about the garbanzo
4
bean.
times today. Called
I
her.
haven't
She's
been
up to 6
interested
for
in
me.
Yo,
Ooh.
4 times.
Oh my
Yeah, she keeps knocking on my door, asking if I'm interested in the
Patrick,
garbanzo bean.
I hate to break
and
the
I don't
news to
want
you,
it.
but I got 2 of them right here.
What? You got 2 of them? Oh my, Jerry,
Listen,
you keep those dangerous things away from me.
I made
don't know
a
what they're
business
gonna do.
contract with Brenda. I did.
Wait, you made a business
I made
contract
an
with
agreement.
Brenda?
And
What?
I told her that, you know,
Jerry,
do you remember
don't-
how I
don't tell
told you
me
that we had to
disagreement
do
is
this
what I think
recording
it
on a
is.
full moon?
Jerry, what are you gonna turn me into some sort of butt plug werewolf?
You know, that could be one of the side effects.
I don't want
She
it.
didn't mention that, so I don't think you're gonna turn into a butt plug
I don't wanna
werewolf,
turn-
Patrick. I think you just might have a little garbanzo bean up your butt.
Jerry, I don't want to turn into a butt plug on every full moon. That's not sustainable. I can't spend one day. I can't spend one day a month
Oh, you
being,
can't.
being
Why
an
not?
inanimate
That
object.
sounds like a pretty
Jerry.
fun time. Sometimes I feel like an inanimate object.
What the, Jerry? Because the other 29 to 30 days are taken up by me being an inanimate object.
Well, then
Anyways,
1 more day isn't gonna do much for you.
you make a compelling point,
Listen,
there, Jerry.
Brenda was telling me that this was going to. You just said that you had 29 days of being inanimate. What if putting this butt plug up your butt makes you a little bit more animated? You know, she was saying how it really reinvigorates her life. And a couple of the old retirement home people around here have been using the butt plugs. And I haven't talked to any of them personally because I don't want to let them know I'm interested in butt plugs. I think that's weird. But through her, she was saying, you know, that some other people are a little interested in it. So, listen, I've had a lot of conversations with her off camera and off microphone, and let me tell you, she's quite the compelling saleswoman about putting butt plugs up her butt. So I'm just gonna tell you, Patrick, I think we're gonna have to put
I
butt
don't know
plugs up
about
her
that.
butt.
I'll do it if you go first. You gotta go before me.
Oh,
Je-
you'll do it if I.
I'll go if you go, Jerry.
I gotta do it for.
But you gotta do it first.
You know, I think it would be really nice.
Jerry, I'm
Neither
not
am I.
really educated on how these things work, so. And you know, I'm a visual learner, so I have to see it
Bring up
before
a compelling
I
point,
can
but I'm
perform it.
also I like to ensure my safety. So, and you've always been the crash test dummy, so I think that you should try it first.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, no, I'll supervise to make sure that the safety is maintained.
You always needed to be supervised by me, so
Yeah.
I'll be the supervisor to you. I think you should try it first.
Well, don't worry. You know, I used to be a trained safety supervisor. I did it for many years, so you know you'll be safe
I appreciate
under
that.
my watchful eye.
I also, but I feel like you've had a lot of time working as a safety person, and so I'd like to relieve you of your duty and let you try it first, and I'll take over your job for you.
Relieve me of my duty. That's okay. You can relieve yourself of the duty by going first. If you catch my drift.
Patrick, what if we do it at the same time? Listen, I'm looking at it right now, and it's about. It literally looks like if a garbanzo bean was pretty big.
Jerry,
It's
looks
tinier than your thumb.
like the size of
You're
a
telling me
thumb.
your thumb is the size of a garbanzo bean?
I don't know about that. I used to work at a company. A lot of people stuck their thumbs up their asses, and they had a lot of serious problems. You know. So maybe you should just go first to test it. That way, you know, we're not both damaged.
Are you incentivizing that I need to be the first one to be damaged? I feel offended.
Okay,
I feel
well,
like
maybe
you want to
damage
damage me.
wasn't the correct word
Listen.
there. I just no. I don't want to damage you. I'm just afraid that the thing that's the size of a thumb is going to cause some damage. You know, so
You're afraid that the thing. Well, listen, I think it's the size of your hand because you have dainty hands. It's not the size of my thumb. I think it's about the size of my pinky. And you know, I've accidentally slipped my pinky up my butthole a couple times in my life. But so I think I
so
should be
there you
fine.
go. Yeah. So
But that's
you'll
why
be
I'm saying
fine, which means that you can go first.
But I already have experience in that, so I think that you should therefore
Well,
go first because
I mean,
I know what I'm doing.
I don't know if I'm necessarily a tactile learner, Jerry. You know.
All right, Patrick, on
So-
3, we're gonna get it. Take it out.
No,
Pull your pants
no,
down right now.
No,
Go.
No. They're
On
staying
3.
on. My trousers are
One.
secured firmly by a leather belt.
Don't make me come over there.
No, it's okay,
Okay.
Jerry. I can watch from
You
afar.
better.
I've
We
got
gotta do
this
it together.
I've got this pair of opera glasses, so I can watch, and then you can go ahead, and I'll go after.
Patrick, how can I guarantee that if I were to, hypothetically, because I'm not going to go first, if I were to go first, how can I guarantee that you're going to go afterwards?
We can have a verbal contract.
That we both know how secure those are.
Very secure. That's how I got my house. I signed with a verbal contract.
Exactly. And look how that got you. Listen, I
Right,
feel like I'm
gonna
putting
have
myself.
time at home right now.
I think that the only way for us to both agree verbally is to both do it at the same time. Listen, I've spent too much time. She's probably gonna come over here
How much
shortly
money
and
are you
probably tell me to
making,
do it.
Jerry?
I'm not making anything. She's telling me she's
you
giving
signed
me free
you signed a
buttplugs.
business contract without making any money off of it.
Well, it wasn't really
Just
a
to
business.
test
It was
the
more of like
product.
It was like a try it. It was like a try it now. Listen, I'm a little confused with it. I'm just gonna go try it. I'm gonna do it, Patrick. I'm gonna do
Oh
it.
my
I'm
God,
taking
he's
down my
gonna do
pants.
it.
I'm going for
Taking
it.
it
I'm going
down.
for it.
Jerry,
Ooh,
Jerry.
I'm scared.
All right,
I'm
Jerry,
scared.
I'm coming along, I guess. You son of a
It's
bitch.
going in. It's ready. Here we
Jerry.
go.
Jerry,
Ooh.
Jerry, I don't feel
Ooh.
anything.
I don't feel anything either. That's kind of nice though. It's
Wait.
like,
Jerry,
have you ever, what?
I don't feel the handle either.
Oh,
It's gone.
oh. Patrick,
Jerry.
it shouldn't be gone. Did you go too
Jerry.
far?
Jerry,
Patrick, I can't
Jerry, I don't
walk
know
very
what's happening
fast.
right now.
I don't know if I can get over to you.
Jerry,
Oh,
Jerry,
I'm gonna
who
pull.
do I go to? Who
Mine
do I
looks-
go to?
Who do I don't know. I'm feeling mine's a little. It's adjusting around. It's so. Oh, it's vibrating now. Oh, it's vibrating now.
gotta
Oh,
get
it's vibrating
Charlotte.
now.
We gotta
Oh,
get Charlotte.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. My butthole's vibrating.
Charlotte.
My butthole's vibrating.
Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte.
Bye-bye, and thank you for listening to our show.
Thank you for listening. If you like this show, please give us a review on your respective podcast platform and share it with your friends. Want to join in on more geriatric fun? Find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram by searching The Jerryatrick Show. That's spelled Jerryatrick, not the normal geriatric. Thanks for listening.